and welcome back to the Breakdown Tech. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can build a $1,500 gaming PC. In my opinion, the best bang for your budget builds right now are in the $1,500 range. There are budget builds that you can get for $450 and there are extreme builds that you can get for $5,000. But overall, $1,500 is a great middle of the road kind of build. You're not going to be overpaying at this price range and you're not going to be underpaying. You're going to be paying just about perfect for a competent gaming PC that will last you for 3 to 5-ish years. You're not going to get a ton of time after that unless you upgrade, and that's the thing about this system. I think it would actually allow you to upgrade your graphics card, add in a little more RAM, and you'll be able to get it even longer than that depending on how graphic intensive the games you play are. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff there. Let's go ahead and jump on into this build. But before we get on into it, I want to remind you to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content exactly like this every single day of the week. Also, be sure to check out all of the links to any of the parts we mentioned in this video on Amazon in the description down below. If you buy through any of those links, it does help us out, so we really do appreciate it. But how do you build a gaming PC for $1,500? Well, first off, we need a processor, and for that, we're going with an Intel Core i7 8700K at 3.7 gigahertz. We can overclock this processor, so we're going to need a CPU cooler for it. And we're going with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo CPU cooler. So awesome air-based CPU cooler. You could add in liquid cooling to this system, but it is going to bump the price up a little more. But this would be a good liquid cooling candidate for the processor, so maybe that's something you look into. I'll link a liquid cooler down below as well. But for the actual build and the price we're going to be getting here, we're having a Hyper 212 Evo in the system. For our motherboard, we're going with a full ATX board from Gigabyte, and that is the B360 motherboard. This thing supports up to 64 gigabytes of RAM, which was a requirement for me, and it has 4 RAM slots and enough slots for a graphics card and a bunch of expansion cards like a Wi-Fi card, Bluetooth, anything you want to add, you can add it to this system, so that is freaking awesome. It also has plenty of SATA support, meaning you can add in some extra hard drives if you want. This will allow you to grow over time, and that's what I like about this motherboard, plus it's only $88. So overall, great option from Gigabyte there. Now, RAM is becoming one of the most difficult things for me to put into these systems, guys. When I'm building these systems, I'm trying to build budget builds and keep it under a certain price. And RAM screws me more often than not, and the reason for that is because RAM prices are through the roof. The RAM for this build is costing $180, and it was the best overall bang for your buck option I could find with still keeping a good speed. So what we're going with is G.Skill Ripjaws 5 RAM, and we're going with 2 8GB sticks. If you were to buy 2 more sticks of this RAM in the future, you don't have to do that right now, but I did talk about upgrades in the future, and RAM is a good place to start. You would be able to get 2 more 8GB sticks and have 32 gigabytes of RAM in this thing without any issues, and that should serve you pretty well unless you're a really big Chrome power user. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's go ahead and move on to the hard drive. For the hard drive, we're using a recently discovered hard drive combo I found, a Western Digital Caviar Green SSD and a Western Digital Caviar Blue HDD. For the SSD, it's 240 gigabytes, and for the HDD, it is 1 terabyte. That'll give you plenty of storage for all of your programs and stuff like that, and Windows and everything on the SSD to make sure those launch quickly, and plenty of deep storage for any other files you have on your HDD. So awesome stuff there. This is a great combo, and the fact we can put in a $1,500 build is incredible. I built a $1,500 PC back in the day. No way you could have put an SSD in there. 240 gigabyte SSDs back then were in the $500 range. Now, this one will cost you $70 on Amazon. So freaking awesome there. Let's go ahead and move on to what you've all been waiting for, the graphics card. This system's actually getting a really good graphics card in my opinion, an 8GB GTX 1070 Ti. Graphics card prices by and large have came down quite a bit. A month and a half ago, I was recommending used cards or no cards, right? Now you can buy a brand new card, a 1070 Ti that's got 8GB of VRAM, an awesome clock speed with a 1.8 gigahertz boost clock for just 600 bucks. This card a few months ago would have cost you almost $1,000. So the fact that it's came down that much in price gets a huge thumbs up from me, and it's finally great to see the ability to build new PCs again with new graphics cards and actually keep it under a budget. So that's the card we're going with. I can't recommend it enough. It's going to be a great card and it's going to serve you very well. And the bottleneck on this system is actually just 3%, guys. Just a 3% bottleneck, which is great. Typically, builds that actually go to production and stuff from like people like Alienware can have up to 7 to 10% bottleneck. So the fact this one just has a 3 gets a thumbs up from me, and man, this is an awesome system. We're not quite finished yet though. We still need a case, and for that we're going with a Corsair Carbide 275R, and it's actually a white case that I'm recommending. Feel free to get any other color you'd like, but I'm recommending the white one just because I wanted to be different with this. I personally would build this in a white case because everything on the inside of the PC is going to be black, and that's going to be beautiful contrasted on a white PC case. So that's pretty cool, and that's why I went with the white case instead of a black one, but you can go with whatever color you would like. And last but not least, we need a power supply to power it all, and for that we're going with an EVGA SuperNOVA 650 watt fully modular power supply. This power supply is a bit overkill, but I talked about expansion and adding things in and all that stuff. This will allow you to add in tons of drives, tons of expansion cards and all that, and be able to scale without any issues. The total wattage of this system I think is under 400, so the fact we're going with a 650 power supply gives you about 100 watts to safely play with without any issues whatsoever. So that is this build. The total cost of it comes out at the time of this video at $1,484. That price might go up a little bit, might go down a little bit because of RAM prices and if GPU prices go back up and things like that. But overall, at the time this is being built, it is a $1,400 gaming PC, and it is an awesome $1,400 gaming PC. You can check out the links to all these products again in the description down below on Amazon to build this PC yourself. If you do build it yourself, let me know in the comment section down below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more awesome content exactly like this every single day of the week. My name is Nick, this has been The Breakdown, and I am out, guys. Peace.